This is a video demonstration of the Britsoft sales and inventory software.
Okay, so first to make a sale, we just click on this POS interface, and then the page opens for us to make a sale. Okay, so over here, if you have a barcode scanner, you can just scan your product and then it will show there. But if you want to enter it manually too, you can just start typing the product name. So let's do it Adidas. I'm selling this one. Okay, so I'm just selling 2 of it. Okay, so you can see that here it's giving me a total of 300. The quantity is 2, so that means individual is 150, right? Okay, and then over here too, you can see something like default selling price. Now the default selling price is the retail price, but if I wanted to use maybe the wholesale price, then I'll just delete it and then change the wholesale price, change the price to the wholesale price. Okay, so I change it to wholesale price and then I search for the product. So I do. Okay, and over here it gives me the price to use for the product. So I can increase the quantity, and then it's 260. So you can tell that there's a difference when you select the retail price, and then there's a difference in pricing when you select the wholesale price. Okay, so with ours you can the default is a walk-in customer, but then if you have a customer name, you can just click on the plus sign, and then you capture the your customer's information. You can capture the, if it's an individual or a business buying from you, just do that and then you enter and then you save it. You can also change the unit here, but then the default is pieces. Okay, so as software allows you to give a discount to, if you want to give, you can give a discount based on percentage or fixed amount. So let's say maybe the person is buying something for 500 cedis, and then you want to give a 50 Ghana cedis discount. You just enter that and then you enter the amount here, so 50 Ghana cedis. If you want to do by percentage too, you do that, and then maybe if it's a 1% discount, then you enter the percentage amount and then it will update it with it. You can have your taxes too here done, and then if you have delivery or shipping, you can just enter the shipping details here. If it's delivery, you just enter where it's going to, and then the status, whether it has been shipped, it's been delivered, if it's cancelled, ordered, any of them is packed. You can just use that, and then the delivered to, you can just save the information to the person receiving the item, and then you save, you complete the sale. So let's proceed to payments. Okay, so here too, sometimes some customers can buy on credit. So let's say maybe the person has bought something, but then they don't want to pay the full amount. You can just enter how much they are paying for, and then it will automatically generate a credit sale. So let's finish this sale, and then we'll later come and do one. So in this case, a customer bought, and then they made full payment, so there's no balance left. Okay, so for this, it has generated a sale, and then it will allow you to print a receipt. Okay, so in our system we have different types of receipts. We have ones that you can print with an A4 sheet. We have one where you can use the thermal printer or the small printers to print your receipts. Then we have different layouts that you can select from. So this one is one for an A4, but if you are using a thermal printer or a small printer, we'll show you where to change the settings, and then it will use the small printer, and then your receipt will be much smaller than this one. Okay, so let me cancel and then try and make a sale, a credit sale. So I'm selling the same item, say the shoe, and then I'm using so let's say the person bought 5, and when they bought the 5, I think they paid some of it, and then they will later pay. So it's a credit sale. They bought it on credit and made part payments. So let's say they paid 100 cedis. It's written here that the person owes 350. I just click on finalize payment. And here it will ask you to make sure that you know what you're doing. Once you say okay, then it will treat it as a credit sale. And it will still allow you to print the receipt. Okay, but here it's telling you that total paid is this, amount due is this, and then that's the invoice number. So yeah. So I'll close it, and then I'll go back to the main dashboard, and then I click on all sales. Okay, so this is the first one that we did. You can tell that the person paid everything, so the payment status is paid. And then at the top you have the partial. So partial means it's a credit sale. The person hasn't finished paying, and it tells you that the total amount the person was supposed to pay was 450, but then they paid 100, so they are left with a balance of 350. So let's say maybe the customer has come a day or two after to come and add payment. You just click on action, and then you add payment. So in this case, they are still not paying everything. Maybe they are come to add another 200 series to it. So let me just say 200. Let me save it. Okay. Now it's telling me that we've paid, the total paid is this. Then we have the total amounts that is owed. So they still owe a certain amount, right? And it's still 150. So let's say now they are paying the full amount. Okay, so they've come in and they've made payments. So I just click on save. So with the credit sale, they made payments in bets. Then finally they were able to finish paying. Then it's now showing that it's paid fully, and it's 450. I can click on action and then view the payments. So I'll click on it and then view. And here it will give me the date and then the time for which the payment was made. And then at least here I have a breakdown of when payments was made, and then in any case, anytime I need to refer to that, I can just refer to it. And then, yeah. Okay, so I was talking about the invoices, and so this is how to change. You can change the different layouts. Okay, so as you can see, we have classic for normal printers, and then here we have the thermal printer. So the slim 2 and then the slim 1 is for thermal printers, and then if you have a normal printer, you just select which one you want to use. And here too, it allows you to add certain text that you want to appear in the receipt. So you can come to the header text, you add it. You can relabel some of the things. You can check or uncheck what should appear on the receipt. If you don't want the country name to appear, the landmark or anything, you can just uncheck it. If you don't want the product brand and the category to appear, you just uncheck it as well. And you can relabel it. So if maybe instead of total due, you want to use a different name, you can just rename it and save it, and it will appear like that for you on the receipt. So this is how to change it. You can change the receipts to the other layers that we have, and then you just save it and it will work for you. Okay, so for sales, we have two different ways of adding the sale. You can use the POS interface or the add a sale function. So you click on it and you leave. Okay. So this is another way to add a sale. So either you use the POS interface or you use this interface. Here too, it allows you to use the selling price. The first selling price is the retail price. The other one is the wholesale price. You can add the customer. So you just click on add customer information. You determine whether it's individual. You select whether it's individual or business. Then you save it. And the payment terms, if they are paying probably in 2 months or something, you can just enter that. And then the status of the of the sale. So you can use this to prepare your quotations, your pro forma, and then your drafts. But then if it's a final sale, then you just click on final sales and you use that. You can search for a product, so let me say Adidas. Okay. So this is a final sale, it's not a pro forma. Now you can use this to generate quotations, and you can do your okay. So here too, you can do your discounts here, you can do your shipping information, your delivery information here, and then you can add your payments to here. So it's just like the POS interface, but here it has been broken down into different sections so that it's easy for you to navigate. Okay, so you can add quotations here too. Just click on add quotations, and yeah, you can add a quotation there. You can add a draft. So usually a draft is a sale. Probably you are not really sure, so you are just drafting it down, and then later when the person is ready, you just make the sale. Okay, so and then for sales too, you can return them. So let's go to all sales. Okay, so I click on action, and then I'll say sell return. So let's say somebody bought something and they want to return the sale. Yeah, our software allows you to do that. So you just select the quantity that the person is returning, and so I'm saying for each one they are returning one of each of the products that they purchased. And here the stock will be recredited back to the location where you made the sale. And then yeah, so you just save it, and then a report will be generated. So here so it will give you a sale return receipt that you can print out and give to the customer. So let's go to all sales. Okay, so this is the return. The sale that this is where we made the return, and it has a red arrow there to let you know that like there has been a return on the sale. So all the sales that have sale returns would always have this arrow pointing to let you know that okay, there has been a return on that particular sale. Okay. Okay, so to view the sale returns, you just click on list sale return, and it will list it for you. So there's it. I just click on it, maybe action to view. Okay, so there's it. There's it. Okay, so there's also a part where okay, so anytime you log in and on the dashboard you see a part that lets you that okay, you have sales that have been made that still have people owing. So let's go down to the sales due, and so here it will tell you that you have this particular customer who still owes a certain amount. then it will list all the customers that are owning. So a very quick way to get it is just to come to the dashboard and then scroll down, and then you have it. Then when you come down to, you have the product stock alerts, where you see where products are running out of stock. Then you have, that means that you have to restock them. So you can take notes and then see. Then if you have purchases due to, you will see them here. Okay, so you can add products by going to products in the menu. Then you click on add products. But before that, we have to check if we have categories entered already. So let's check and see. Okay, so these are the category of products that we've entered. You can enter as many as you want to. But then these are some of the categories that we entered as products that we sell. But then if yours is different, you can also enter yours when you start using the software. And then we go to units to check the type of units that we have. Okay, so we have different types of units. We have meters, pack, we have pieces, we have sets, we have singles. We have different types of units. You can also add yours. Just click on add, and then you add yours to it. And then you come to variations. So for variations, it's when maybe you have a product that has different types. So let's say, for example, maybe you sell a shoe, or maybe you are selling a cloth, and then the cloth has different colors. So the different colors can be a variation. So in this case, you just come in and you enter the variation name, and then you enter the different types of variations. So you can see that we've entered some. So let's say we have size, small, medium, large, and then we have packaging, which is pack, mini box, and then box. And then when it comes to color, we have a variation of color, which is green, black, blue. So you can create yours. These are what we've entered at our end. You can also add yours. Okay, so then now let's add the product. Okay, so the unit is piece. Choose electronics as a category, and then the business location. So the location is where the product will be available at. If maybe it's only available at one shop, you just select one shop. But if it's available at maybe 2 or more shops, then you select. You can add as many. If, let's say, for example, I sell the same product in Accra and then Kumasi, I add. So in this case, the product will be available at Accra, it will be available at Kumasi, and I can add stock for those. If I'm selling at one location, I just use one location. So in this case, we are just using one location, so I'll delete the other one. Okay. And let's scroll down, and then here we add the purchase price. That's how much you bought it for. So let's say we bought it for 5,000, and we are selling it for 8,000. Okay. So you save it and you add a selling price group. So let's say if, you sell at both wholesale or retail. You can enter the retail price here, and then you go and enter the wholesale price at the other side. Okay. So you click on save and add selling price group, and here I say that okay, the wholesale price is maybe 8,000, and I save and then add opening stock. So here I'm adding the starting quantity. So let's say I have maybe 5 in my shop, so I just enter 5, and then I save it. So I just search for the product that I added. This is the product I just added. I'll click on it to get the details. Okay. So I entered 8,500 as the purchase price, and then the selling price was selling price was 8,500, and I bought it for 5,000, right? Okay, so here it gives you the stock value, and then it will also give you a much how many you sold, how many you transferred, and with our software you can transfer stock, so you can move one stock from one location to the other, and you can adjust it as well. So let's say maybe you bought it and it's broken, or it has to go for repairs or something. You can just adjust it, or some has been stolen or some is missing. You can just adjust your products, your stock as well, and it will show here. So you can get reports on your adjustments and your stock transferred, and then your sales as well. Okay. Okay, so let's add a product that has variation, so that we try the variation part two, and then you see how it works. Okay, so I click on add product again, and then let's add something that has variation. So maybe okay, so here I'm adding a product with that has variation. So let's say maybe a shoe. Okay, so I'm adding Adidas shoe, and the SKU uses the code. So maybe okay, so you enter the product code, and then you select. So let's say maybe a piece. Then I'm using shoe for now, so I'll select shoe. And then the alert quantity is the minimum quantity for which the software should give you an alert. So let's say that when you reaches 5 and we are left to just 5, it should alert us that okay, we are running out of stock. So we have this location there. I think here we have to change it to variable, because this one is it varies. So we change to variable, and then we select color, because I think the variation will be with colors. So these are the variations that we've entered. It's allowing us now to enter the purchase price for each, the selling price for each, and the different SKUs. So let's enter that too. Okay, so here I'm entering the purchase price. So let's say I bought this one for 60. I'm telling it for 120. But here I think I'll sell the black a bit higher. So let's say the black will be 130, and this one will be 120. This one 120. 120. Here we have 130. So the white and black. Okay, so I save and then I add opening stock. So then in this case, you ask me for the different colors and the quantity for each color. So let's say we have with this particular shoe, we have 5 that are green, and then we have 7 that is black. We have maybe 4 that is blue. We have 2 that is red. Then we just have 1 that is yellow, and then we have the white 2 like 8. So then we save it. Okay. So this is the Adidas shoe that we added, and over here you can tell that there's a difference between this product and this product. Now it's saying the product type is variable, meaning that they have it varies, and then we have the single type of product. So let me click on this, and then you see how that also works. Okay, so here it tells me the variation that for the same shoe I have green, and then the green, we have a quantity associated with it. So we have 5 for green, we have 7 for black, 4 for blue, red for 2 for red, and then 1 for yellow, and then 8 for white. Okay, and here you'll see the number of units you've sold, how many you've transferred, and then how many you've adjusted. And here it gives you the stock value. So the stock value is usually the amount you are selling it for times the quantity. So that's your expected amount that you want to get from the sales. Okay, and then you close it. Okay, so I just showed you how to add single products, and I showed you how to add variable products as well. Okay, so there are a few things you can also do. You see where the stock report is. You can go there and then click on that, and then it will give you the current stock. It will give you your stock value by purchase price and then by sale price, and then it gives you your potential profits. It tells you how many you've sold already, and then how many you've transferred and how many you've adjusted. Exactly. So the adjustment is usually when it's broken or something is missing or something. Then that's when you adjust your stock. Then you write a reason for it. So at least with the stock report, it will give you a breakdown of this. And then if you have price groups too, you can just click on it and it will show you the price groups that you have. So a price group will be usually somebody who sells at a wholesale price or retail price or any other special price, maybe special customer price or something like that. So yeah, currently we have the retail price, which is the default selling price, and then we have the other price, which is the wholesale price. But then if you have any other prices, the software allows you to add yours as well. Okay. And with the products too, you can filter by product type, you can filter by category, you can filter by units, you can filter by location. So if I just want to show all the products for just one location, I just click on that, and then it will list it for me. So here you can see that it's listing all the products at the Accra shop. Let me go to all products, and it will list it. Let me change it again. Okay. So it has listed all the products in one location. If you want to change it, you can just do that here. So most of the options come with filters, and the filter allows you to narrow down your searches. If you want to search by a particular maybe product type or category or unit, you can just use the filter to do it, and that would also help get whatever information you're looking for. And then you can export the information to just you can expand the pages, and then you can export to PDF, you can export to Excel, you can print it out, then you can view details. Any information you're looking for, you can easily get it here. Then when you come to when you come to the product list, each product has an action button that allows you to do certain things. So let's say I want to view the product, I just click on the action and then view, and then it brings a pop-up for me to do that with details that I need. You can still click on action and then you edit. So if you want to edit the information that you entered, you just click on that and then you edit it. So it will bring the form for you to edit everything. You can upload images of the product, you can enter product description. Yeah, you can do a lot. So let's go back to the list products. Okay, so you can click on action and then you can delete, you can edit your opening stock, you can check the product stock history. So usually you check what stock came in, how it was sold and all that. It will give you that information. And let me see. So this is the stock history for one of the products that we entered. So this Adidas shoe new. Then you can see the quantity changes as it went through, and then the dates, and then where the reference, so as in where the stock came from. Then I'm sure you can use this information for yourself as well. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, so once you start using the software, there are two ways to add products to the software. You can use the manual process, or you can use the import process. So we are starting with the imports. You just have to follow the steps and then do it as I do it. Okay, so first you click on import products, and then over here you just download the template file. So you click on download template file, then it will download, and then you open it and then you fill it. So okay, so this is how the import file looks like, and then I've filled it with information already. So you can see the name of the product, the units, the category, the subcategory, and then so here I say product type is single, and then I enter the purchase price, the selling price here, and then you can enter your opening stock, and then you have the location. Okay, so the opening stock is the quantity you are starting the software with, and you can just enter any value over there, and then it should work. So first, let's check the list of products that we have before we import. So okay, so these are the products that we already have, and as you can see, what I'm about to import is not in it already. So let me go and import it now. Okay, so it has imported it successfully. Now we can check the product list and see if it has added it to the list. Okay, so yes, it has added it. These are the ones that we had in the Excel sheet, and this is the quantity that we entered. So we have 6 pieces, 51172. Yes, and that's the same thing we have in the import file. So scroll down to okay, so it's the same quantity for the opening stock. Okay, so this is how to add how to import products into the, if you don't want to use a manual way, you can just import it with the import template. And you can also use the same process for the opening stock. So you click on import opening stock. That's after you've added your product. If you want to enter the stock too in a different way, you can just use this side. You just download the template, and then this is how the template will look like. Okay, so here you just enter the SKU, you enter the location, the quantity, the unit cost, and then that's it. You can import it. But often you can have everything on the first file, so you don't need to come and use the second one. But if you want to use it, you can also do that. Okay, so thank you very much. Okay, so this is how to add a purchase. So let's say maybe you are getting new stock from your suppliers and you want to add it to your current stock. You can just do that by going here. So here, for example, we have a China supplier, so we just select that, and then we select the location where the stock is going. So most people will take it to their warehouse or maybe straight to the shop. So me, I'm taking it straight to the shop, and then I'm saying that we've received it, so we are entering it. So Adidas, Adidas shoe. The current stock is 291 pieces. So it is telling us how much we already have in stock, and this is how much we are buying extra 200. So I'm sure 200 plus 291 should give us 4 something. Okay, so it will automatically calculate everything for you, and then you can add the payment. So the amount is, I think, 12,000, and the net is 12,000. So I just enter 12,000, saying that we are making full payment to our supplier, and I just save it. So it has been received. Okay. So let me go and check the product list. Okay, so over here it's showing the Adidas shoes. So right now the current stock for the Accra shop is 491. Okay, so it was AD. The SKU is AD24, and the shop was Accra shop. But with the Adidas shoe, I think we have it at both locations. We have it both at the Accra shop, and then we have the warehouse too. So the total stock is much more than the 491. But since we selected Accra shop as where to receive the stock, it added the 200 to the 291, which was what we pointed out earlier, and that's what is showing there. We can also go to all products, and then we click on okay, so let me click on product stock history. Okay, and then I select the Accra shop. Okay, so over here you see the breakdown of the inflow and then the outflow of the stock. So here it tells us that we started with an opening stock of 146. We've made a few sales. We've made stock transfers. That means we got it from somewhere. We've made purchases. That means we made purchases from a supplier. We did another transfer. They got another transfer, and then we made sales. And with all the transactions, it gives you dates and then the reference number. So then you see the 200 that we just added. It is showing here. And then the new quantity is this. So this was the quantity that was left, and then this is the new quantity that has been added from the purchase side. Yeah. So for every product has a stock report or a stock history that you can check from, and then it tells you which transactions are linked to the stock movement. So at least you can tell where the stock is going and where it's coming from. And then if there are any discrepancies, you just go through and then you check. So it gives you a detailed okay, so let's go to stock transfers. So with this you can transfer stock from one location to the other. So let's add stock transfer, and then so here to ask you to select a location. So most people will be moving products from one location to the other, maybe from one shop to the another shop, or from the warehouse to the shop. So you can start with maybe from one location to the other. So I'm moving it from the warehouse to the shop. I'm selecting Vigo. So this Vigo, I'm transferring 10. So I'm transferring 10 of this. So we are taking note of the product. This Vigo, I'm transferring. Okay, so let's say I'm just transferring 20 from the warehouse to the shop. Then if there are any shipping charges and everything, you add it to the computer. So it's gone. Let me save it. Okay, so yeah, we have a successful stock transfer. We can go back to the products list to check if it has worked as we wanted it to. So I'm going to Vigo. Okay, and then you click on that, and then you click on product stock history. So the Accra shop. Okay, so I think here it's showing that we just got in stock transfers. So 20 was transferred from here. Now the new quantity is 750, but the previous quantity was 730. Okay, so let's select the warehouse where the stock left. And then over here it tells you that there's been stock transferred out. So minus, right? So first the old quantity was 375. Now 20 has been transferred. So now the new quantity is 355, and it tells you the date for which the transaction was made. Okay, so then now let's go to stock adjustments. So this is where you adjust stock. So maybe one of your products gets broken, and you want to adjust it. Yeah, so maybe let's say that we go, we have maybe gray expired. So let's say maybe expired. Then I just said I don't adjusted it. So okay, so here to list all the product adjustments, and then they give you a reason for them. Okay, so we can still go back to the products. We have the product stock history. Okay, so yeah, so here to you can see that the stock adjustment has had an effect on the stock. We deducted 3 from it, so this is the new quantity now. Yes. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so to add users, all you have to do is go to user management, and then you click on okay, so here to list all the users that have access to the software. Okay, so these are some of the users that have entered, for example. So we have the admin and then the cashier role, and you can edit both of them. Yes, so you can edit it and then change the password very easily, or you can change the role. And then you can also assign most of the users to specific locations. So maybe there are certain users that, for example, if it's a manager, the manager might have access to the 2 locations, so they can have access to maybe other branches if it's maybe it's a country manager or something. But if you have individual managers for each location, then you just select that particular location, and they only have access to just that particular location. For the cashiers too, you can just select a cashier and then select a location. So for a cashier, they can really have access to making sales, but it depends on the roles that you give to them. So before that, let's go to roles and then check the roles that we've allocated for each account. So let's edit the cashier. Okay, so this is so the cashier has access to the POS interface. That means they can add sales and then delete sales. I think they can also view cash register and then close the cash register. That's all. But then if you want, you can give them more access to other features as well. But then currently this is what we've given access to. And with the roles too, you can create your own roles. So let's say maybe you have a shop manager or shopkeeper or an errand, a receptionist or anything like that. You can just click on add, and then you add a role. So maybe in this case I'm saying maybe shop manager, and then you begin to select what you can have access to. So I'll select this, I'll select this, I'll select this, select this. Okay, so you can keep selecting, and then once you're done, you just save, and then that account will be automatically created. Right now I think this is the shop manager I created, so I can go to users, and then just click on add a user. Yes, and now I can select the account I created. So this is for a shop manager, and if Mr. Bonso is the one, so I'll just do maybe Emmanuel Bonso. Okay, so you just enter username for them. So Ima Bonso. Then you enter a password. Then you enter a password. You confirm the password. Okay. So here I want Emmanuel to have access to just the Accra shop because he's the manager at the Accra shop. So I just select that. And then if there are other details I want to enter, you just enter them here. There'll be bank details and stuff. It's not compulsory. If you want to, if not to, there's no need. You can just save it. And then it will create an account for Emmanuel. Okay, so it has created an account successfully. So there's that new account for a shop manager. And then he can have access and then just log in, and then he has access to the based on the roles that you give to the account. Okay, and then you can have sales agents too. You can create sales agents, and then have them enter sales as well. Then it depends if you need it. If you don't need it, you can leave it. Then you come to contacts too. So here you can add your suppliers, you can add customers, customer groups, and then you can import contacts too, like your contacts too. So let's go to import contacts. So here you download the template file, and then you fill it with your information, and then you just import it. Here too you can add customers. You can add customers manually. Okay, so whether it's an individual customer or a business, you can select that and then just fill the form and add it. And then you can here too, you can add your suppliers. So if you have specific suppliers that you've been buying, you've been purchasing your stock from, you can add them here. And then anytime you are doing your purchases, you just select them and then you add your purchases. Okay, so to add, you just click on add, and then it will pop up the form for you to fill and then add it. So you can be an individual supplier or a business. Okay. Okay, so we have another feature called payment accounts. And so this is where you can list accounts. They can be real accounts or maybe imaginary or maybe software accounts where you can use it to create your balance sheet, your trial balance, and then your cash flow. So you can link the accounts to all the transactions, whether maybe money is coming in or is going out, an income or an expense account. And then you can track the movement of your inflow and then your outflow of cash. But then you can also use that to tally what you send to the bank and what you receive, and then you can also use that to track your deposits and then your withdrawals as well. So here you can just come to accounts, and then these are some of the accounts that we've created. But before that, you have to go to account types and then list all the account types. So if you want to add more, you just click add. If you want to delete, you just delete here. But so far we've added just these three as for an example. So we have the bank account, the shop money holder, and then the purchase account. Okay, so and then when we came to the accounts, we created a few. So we created a GTB, which is a demo account, and then we have the account receivables, we have the purchase account. So the purchase account, you can use it for purchases. Maybe when you're buying things from your supplier, then you use that, so that at least you can track the movement of your money from with the cash flow and then the trial balance and then the balance sheet. So with this, each account allows you to do a few things. So you can edit the account, and then okay, so let's when you're adding an account, I think it allows you to, let's add first, and then it allows you to enter the name of the account number, and then the account type, and the opening balance, so how much you already have in the account before you before the software. Okay, and then you can fund transfer, so you can move money from one account to the other. So you know that sometimes, like in reality too, sometimes we do transfers from one account to the other for certain purposes. So here too, you can do the same thing, and then you can use that to track the movement of your the money from the different accounts. You can also do a deposit. So when you are going and when you want to go and deposit, you click on the deposit, you enter how much you are depositing, and then if it's from one account to the other, you can just select that and then you do that. And you can have your account book to so that at least with that, it gives you a few details as to like what has been happening in the accounts. if any at all. Okay, so an example is this. So this is the accounts book. Then it gives a summary of what has been happening with the account. So with this, at least you can see the date and then the description of the transaction, who did the transaction and all that. It's all here. And then at least it tells you the balance at which point in time, how much was in it and all that. So with this, you can use it to match what is happening in your account, and then at any point in time you can tell what is actually going on. So you can have your balance sheet here too. For that, you just filter by date, and then you have that report generated for you. Yes. So yeah, you just filter by date, select the right date, and then you have that in there done nicely for you. You have your trial balance too. Okay, so you also have expenses here where you can check your expenses. You can add expenses and then just list them. So here you can have expense categories, different ones depending on what your expenses are for your business. You can have maybe allowance, food, transportation expenses, and then you can add expenses here. So you can add it and then get a report on it. And if you have any documents, you just yeah, and you can add your payments as well. And here you can list the expenses. So we just list it, and then so these are some of the expenses done. Tells you the expense category and then a few other things as well. Okay, so we are now on reports, and we have a lot of reports in the system. So we have profit and loss report, we have product purchase report, and then we have the register, the expense, the sale payments, and then the product sale reports. We have many, and then each report comes with filters that allows you to narrow down your your reports. So you can select based on locations, any location at all. So maybe warehouse, and you can get your reports. So this is the profit and loss report, and you can filter by date too if you feel like you want to have the report for last month, this month, maybe the last 7 days, like the last 30 days, either today, yesterday, any date period. You can use that and then filter through. You can have your product purchase report too. So these ones are related to purchases. So something that has to do with your supplier, maybe things that you bought from your supplier and all that. Then here we have the date range. So you can also use that if you want maybe reports for just last year or this year, or maybe last month, this month, the last 7 days. You can also have a custom range where you select your own range. So maybe you want to see it for specific days. You just select that, and then you can have your reports for that. We have the expense reports, we have the register reports, and the sale payment reports. So those that has to do with payments that you made for payment that customers made for products that they bought. Yes, and then the time period. So with this, we can select if we just want one for today. We just click today, and then to give the report for today. If you want it for this month, we click on that. It gives us that. If you want it for the actions that we made, will also come up. So it's flexible. It allows you to narrow your reports down to what you're looking for. Okay, so we have the stock adjustment report, and every function in there has a report linked to it. So that's about that. We have the tax report, and then the activity log too. So with the activity log, you can tell what each user was doing in the software and when they did it. So with that, you can track the activities of your users and know what they did at what time. In case of something that you can just deal with them from that. Okay, so after that, you come to settings. So here you have the business settings where you can change certain things. So you can change the transaction edit days, the time format. You can change it from here. The date format, you can change it if you want to, and where you want to place the currency. So if you want it before or after, and the default profit percentage. So most companies have a default profit percentage where they want the system to automatically determine the selling price once they enter the the purchase price. So you can change it from here and then automatically to help you with that. For products too, sometimes you want to enable certain things, so you can either enable or disable, like maybe the expiry dates, you can enable it here. And for the POS too, these are a few things you can enable or disable a few things here. And yeah. Okay, so let's go to the business locations. So this is where you add all the locations. So in case maybe you have multiple shops at different locations, you can add all of them here, and then the software allows you to then assign products to the locations. So invoice settings, that's where you change your invoices and receipts. You can make adjustments to it. Then we have the barcode settings, where you can print barcodes and generate price labels too. Okay, and then we have the tax rate. So here you can list all the taxes that apply, and then you can create different groups from the taxes. So here we have we've listed a few taxes. Then here we are allowed to group them, so you can just group them and then create. If I want to create another one, I just click on this and then click on taxes. Then I select which taxes apply. So I'll say maybe VAT and the child, and maybe just the two for now. So just to make a difference between the first and the second. Right now I've created this tax. So you can create as many as you want to, and the one that applies to the product you are selling, you can then link the two, and then anytime you are selling, it will automatically use that particular type of tax to do the calculation. That's if it applies to what you sell. Okay. Barcode labels, and then barcodes for your product. You just have to come to products, and then you click on print labels. Then when it opens, just search for the product that you want to print the labels for. So in this case, I'm printing it for Bigu. So then to ask me how many labels I want to print, so maybe I want to print maybe 30 for now. And then here you can select what should appear on the barcode label. So if you want the product price, the name, the business name, and then the print packing date to appear, you can, and then you select the type of label you want to print. So there are different types: 50 labels, 40, 30, 20, 30. So you can select, and then there's the continuous rows too. So depending on the type of printer you are using, you can select which one matches. Let's select this, and then let's look at the preview. Okay, so here it gives us the barcode, and then so for some of the products that you have that don't have barcodes, you can use our system to generate a barcode for them, and then you stick it on it. And if you just want to generate just the price tag too, you can do that, and then automatically to have it. If you want to remove the price tag from it, you just uncheck it and then you print it. So let's say I don't want the price to show, but I just want then you just do that and then you print it. So over here it's not showing, the price is not showing anymore. I can close it, and then, but often most people like for the price to show, so you can just show that on the barcode label printer. Then you can print it, and then you just stick it on your products, and then you can use the barcode scanner to scan it, and it will work perfectly. Okay.